Welcome to Fueling Your Legacy, hosted by Samuel Knickerbocker. Each week, we expose the faulty foundational mindsets of the past and rebuild a new, stronger foundation essential in creating your legacy. We've got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Welcome back to Fuel Your Legacy. This week, another incredible guest, man. This just keeps going. Before we get into this week's topic, though, I want to just do a quick shout out to the events coming up, Strengthen Your World, that is happening on October 18th and 19th. And then also we have the Legacy and Wealth Workshop happening on November 2nd, both here in Sandy, Utah. And the number, if you'd like access to those events, text 385-263-7699 and then ask about Strengthening Your World or SYW. Or if you're interested in the Wealth and Legacy Workshop, just text Wealth Legacy Workshop and we'll get you access to those events. You're not going to want to miss those. If you listened to some of the shows last week, then you heard some of the experiences that other people have had from that. If you have ever wondered about preparation, we're going to jump right into the topic of this week. Just an incredible week. The book review on Wednesday is going to be a book that was authored by our guest on Friday. His name's Matthew Newman. The book is called Starting at the Finish Line. It's just an incredible book about stories of where he's been in his life. Cancer survivor, national speaker, goes all over speaking, public speaker, and just has a really influential story. And I'm not going to get too much into that because I want to save it for the rest of the week. But the topic of the week is, are all your ducks in the row, right? Are you actually prepared for an emergency? Are you prepared for worst case scenario? And then if so, fantastic. If not, let's get there. Again, if you're interested in having that conversation about how to prepare for that, go ahead and text that number, 385-263-7699, and we can sit down and have a conversation about what steps need to be taken, how can we get you there, and really prepared for your future as fast and as efficiently as possible. Believe me, I care about you. I think about the clients that I have and the people that I'm going to bring on as clients. I think about you guys all the time and think, how can I better myself and prepare myself to be prepared for you when it comes time to actually help you? How can I be on my top form and the best in my game so that when we actually meet face to face, that you're getting the best possible service that can be provided for you, and really coming out of it with a strong sense of dignity, self-respect, confidence, peace, and joy, moving into, hey, I have the confidence to go build my legacy. I'm not worried about finances. I'm not making decisions based on my material needs or my motivations of money. I'm making decisions based on, is it right? Number one, is it the best thing for everybody involved? Is it a service-oriented decision? And those are the types of questions that I want to be asking people and helping them get in the position. But are all your ducks in a row? When in your life have you gotten into a situation and think, man, I really wish I would have. It would have been nice too, right? These are common phrases. I wish I would have known that before. Those are all things that people say when they are in a crisis and wish they would have prepared better before the crisis, okay? A good example of this, and this is a silly example, but it is what it is. We went camping at beginning of August, end of July with my wife's family, and it's really hot in the valley, so I assumed it'd be hot. Well, we go up to, I brought shorts and t-shirts, that's it. Go up in the mountains, and it was cold at night. It was cold in the morning, just super, super unprepared. And I thought, you know what? I wish that I would have thought about this. I wish that I would have had these other jackets and things in my car always, right? I've been in that position where I wish that had happened, didn't happen. How about in today's day and age, a way to charge your phone? I was in New York City, again, beginning of July, and my phone died halfway through the day. It's got an older phone, lower battery, died halfway through the day. I was like, crap, nobody has a charger. I had some cords, but not the right attachment, or one or the other just didn't have what I needed, and I wasn't able to charge it. So I go into the McDonald's and ask one of the workers, hey, do any of you guys happen to have a charging cord that I could borrow? sure enough, one of them did. She was nice enough to let me borrow it, sat there for about an hour and charged my phone. But it's things like that where with a little bit more foresight and planning, all of these things would be taken care of. Now, those are quite trivial things. The more important, really what we're going to be talking about this week is how about in life? How have you prepared or created a way for you to really be prepared in life with wills, trusts, medical directives, things structured your life so that if any tragedy happened to you or a sibling or family member, that everything is taken care of. They know what's happening and how to proceed in the event of you not being able to be there to make a decision. This happens all of the time that people neglect this part. I work in this industry. I help people get life insurance. I help people get the proper coverage for themselves on car insurance, health insurance, proper wills, trust, these things. I work with my clients to help them get in a position to where they can sleep at night knowing that everything is taken care of. If anything were to happen, if any tragedy were to happen, they would have confidence, peace, dignity. They'd know right where the forms were. Both husband and wife are on board. They both are moving towards the same direction with the same goal. That is really our objective, and my objective specifically when I'm working with my clients is how can I get somebody to be prepared that way? Now, there's a common phrase that's going to come up multiple times this week, and that is that we've all heard of the plumber who doesn't fix his own toilet, right? Or the roofer who has holes in his roof. Funny story, actually. So I grew up in Grantsville, Utah, and the city inspector who inspected to make sure all the houses were up to code and everything was great. Well, his house burned down due to an electrical fire, right? So, it's the same type of thing where it's like we're so concerned about helping other people, but we don't serve ourselves. You see mothers, especially mothers, do this all the time. They're so busy sacrificing their life for their children and for their spouse that they never take care of themselves. They don't make sure that they're getting the exercise that they need, that they're getting the health, the food that they need, that they're getting the playtime, the whatever it is that they do to relax. All of those things, they're essential in our lives, and we can't just put them off just because we have other people to take care of. We need to make sure that we're taken care of first. Put your emergency mask on yourself first, and then go help other people. And yet so many people don't do that. And so what have you done to get yourself in that position where all of those things are in line? They're not just kind of half-heartedly written down. They're official documents and in order, in placement. Multiple people know what's going on. Multiple people are aware of what's going on. They know you have a specified and communicated order of succession if something were to happen. You have powers of attorney. You have all of those things in line, in specificity, so that if there's a need for them to be used, the people who would need them have access to them and they can use them. And that is really the kind of the key to the whole plan, is to make sure that those things are in place. And this week and this month is actually Life Insurance Awareness Month. So all of September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. If you haven't had specifically a life insurance review recently within the last year to 2 years, and you've had changes into your life, then we need to, you need to get that done by somebody. I'd love to do that for you. If you're interested, go ahead and again, text the same number, 385-263-7699, and just text life insurance to that, and I'll make sure that I can reach out to you and we can do a life insurance review and see if you guys are overpaying, underpaying, have enough coverage, undercovered, overcovered, right? Just make sure that you guys are set up with life insurance. Make sure that you guys are taken care of on the will and the trust, and all of the medical directives, custody agreements, all of those are taken care of, because that's important, right? If you were to both die, you and your spouse, and that wasn't specified, then initially the state takes control of the children, and then if there's then they will do their best to get them placed with family, which is the right thing to do. But unless those custody agreements are in place, then it goes back to the state, and then the state makes sure that there's an adoption process happening and that everything is good. But if that's already specified, it removes a lot of the red tape. When you die, a lot of the taxes and things from probate, that happens in a lot of cases, and people lose whole fortunes because they didn't structure themselves properly. So these are real key things, and you might think, well, is it too soon? Like, do I really need it? I'm young enough. I'm healthy enough. I don't really need this. I'm single. Trust me, look, whose responsibility is it? If you died, whose responsibility is it for to bury you? Like, who's supposed to bear that cost? Even though you're single and you don't have a ton of responsibilities, getting enough coverage at minimum to make sure that you can settle your debts when you pass on, and you can get buried the way you want to get buried. That should be you should want to be responsible enough to do that, right? And I have no problem using the should word there, because I really believe that you should take responsibility for your own life. And it's my humble belief, but it is my belief. And that's what I spend my life doing, is helping people take accountability and then ultimately feel confident that they are taken care of and that they're in a position that they can love being, be at peace and confidence. And this week is going to be crazy when you hear the story and why this is coming up. I'm excited for this guest, Matt Newman. And then also I have another guest coming on in the future. Her story is incredible as well, about just a testament to preparation, a testament to making sure all your ducks are in a row now when you're alive and well. We all want we all want what we can't have, right? It's a natural human thing. So we don't think we need life insurance until something happens. We don't think we need a will or a trust until something happens. We don't think we need great health insurance until we need great health insurance, because we can't get it because we're not healthy, right? So it's those types of things that we don't know we need it, or we don't think we need it until we know we need it, and rather than, hey, let's get it in preparation for the future. And so with that being said, I'm going to end that here. Remember, Life Insurance Awareness Month. Be the responsible adult that you are, and make sure you're covered. Get a life insurance review with whoever does that for you. If you don't have anybody who's currently taking care of your life insurance and making sure that's taken care of, I'd love to throw my hat in the ring there and see if I can help you. To do so, just go ahead and text 385-263-7699. Text life insurance to that number, and we'll get you taken care of, at least with a review. And if we can help, great. Doesn't matter where in the United States you are. We can work wherever we need to work to help you do that. But that being said, we'll catch you next time on Fuel Your Legacy. Thanks for joining us today. If what you heard resonated with you, please like, comment, and share on social media. Tag me so I can give you a shout out on the next episode. And thanks to all those who have left a review. It helps spread the message of what it really takes to build a legacy that lasts. Catch you next time on Fueling Your Legacy.